The Last of Us returns. Season 1, episode 6 is here. No idea what's coming, but I'll tell you this. If you want every episode fully unedited, all reactions are over on Patreon, the VIP tier. Go check it out. There's a bunch of people over there. Chat rooms for every series we do, and I go into the chat rooms and get to talk back and forth with you, and it is a blast. But all of the unedited episodes of every series, Arcane, The Last of Us, Avatar, The Last Airbender, we are about to start Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and I think other ones are coming very soon. So hop over to Patreon. It is the place to be. It's worth it. Great way to support a channel and also a great way to get tons of extra content. Album reactions are there too. But look at this. Let's go without further ado. I gotta just intro this with, we're back to Joel and Ellie again. I feel like we keep doing this build up, and Joel and Ellie, you know, it's all this stuff in the beginning, but once it became Joel, Ellie, Tess, and then Tess went away, and now last time we brought Henry and Sam into it, like it was going to be the four of them kind of surviving. Ellie had a friend there that she could take care of and be with and spend time and nurture. Joel had a guy he could kind of get to know. And then everything happens at the end of episode 5, which that lady gets extinguished, which I didn't like her anyway. I couldn't believe that big beast just ripped the head off that guy's body. That was kind of crazy. A lot for me to take in. But today, where do they go next? They buried Henry and Sam. Ellie is broken, right? She's just like, which way is west? I'm just going to start walking. Whatever. Like, it's time to go. She almost pulls a Joel. Oh, wow. Now it's winter. They've been walking for months, y'all. 3 months later, and they're still walking. They found a place? Oh, that's not even Joel. Oh, that's not Ellie. So this isn't them. I thought they found a place, holed up, and we're kind of like, this is dead of winter. We need to just wait. Can't go any further. Nope. This is some other couple who I guess has just made it all alone on their own. That's what I want, man. If the world ever ends, I want a place out far away from everybody else where I can just survive and sustain on my own. I don't think I'm going to have that. I can't believe he just walked in and I thought that was Joel.
And the gun.
Oh.
Who the hell are you?
Just someone passing through.
Why didn't you shoot him?
The gun's all the way over there.
God eyes.
You made him soup?
Yeah, I did.
This is kind of funny in a way because it's like, she's like, it's just nice people. They just got their cabin. They don't know Joel's a good guy. I'm assuming. What a great looking fireplace. That is like old school, beautiful. And she's like, yeah, I mean, he hasn't hurt me. He just passing through. Figured I'd make him some soup. And this guy's like, why are you treating him like a guest when he came in and held you at gunpoint and he's holding me at gunpoint?
I need you to tell us where we are.
If you got a map, why you lost?
Must have missed all the street signs in the enormous fucking forest.
Holy.
We're somewhere here. Exactly where?
Oh boy, she's already
You telling
given
the truth?
Yeah,
Are you telling me the truth?
yeah.
Came here before you were born, Sonny. Get the hell away from everybody. I didn't mean to upset you about your brother, but if you come this far, then you know what's out there.
You got any advice on the best way west?
Yeah. Go east.
Don't do it,
You
bro.
never go past the river here.
You're not gonna scare us.
Nope.
Scared him.
She can see it.
We've lived here a long time. Put that back.
Man, I don't know
Just
anything.
taking the food.
Never heard of the Fireflies. Joel,
Shut up.
holy shit, are you dying? Just a reminder that if you're dead, I'm fucked.
Shut up, fine.
Okay.
Oh no.
Just the cold air.
Could be anxiety there just from the overwhelmingness of what he just heard. It's like he's finally at a point where he could get to his brother, and to hear from this guy that this is what it's like can bring on so much intense anxiety that you can't breathe. Your heart has issues. So it may not even be an actual heart issue. It could be an anxiety attack. And he needs to just settle down, slow down for a minute, take a seat for a minute and gather yourself. But he's just going to keep pushing on. And she's like him, like, what the, I'm screwed if you die. So what are you doing? And he's like, when you're in the middle of an anxiety attack, none of what you needed to hear was what she said. But that's how they are with each other.
There's some caves along the river. We'll set up camp there, cross in the morning.
Good. I'm starving. Should have stolen 2 rabbits.
We can get our own rabbits.
You gonna teach me how? Can I have some?
No.
What? Just to warm up?
He's like, what do we have to lose at this point? Bottoms up.
Yep. So gross. Let's say we find the fireflies, it all works. They draw my blood and put it through some of their fancy machines and make it cure. What do we do?
Oh, it's we?
Okay,
Joel.
fine, whatever. You.
Oh my gosh,
You
Joel.
can do anything you want.
I would raise sheep.
Sheep.
They're quiet. Do what they're told.
Yeah, okay. What up, bud?
So funny how they both go back and forth. And she initiates so much contact with them. She initiates so much of, let's engage. Like, let's talk to each other and let's live life together while we're here. And he doesn't ever dream. He doesn't ever hope. He doesn't ever plan for, you know, what could be, because it's always what's coming around the corner next I need to look out for. And this is the relational part. You might have relationships in your life like this, where it's like push and pull. Sometimes it feels like on Ellie's end, I'm always having to pull it out of you. And on Joel's end, it's always like, would you just keep away, is how it feels. Like, just leave me alone and let me exist and live life, because there's so much stress and worry that he can't ever settle down. Like back to the point where he was laughing in the past episodes. So you have relationships like this. What Joel needs to do is practice in moments like this, relaxing a little bit and hoping and dreaming and talking, engaging. And what Ellie needs to be able to do is to practice kind of appreciating him and understanding that this is hard for him because he stays so closed off so he can keep it together. This is why military people always stay so strong and tough a lot of times, because they're always looking for the next threat. So Ellie has to be able to take time and be soft. She does great with it. Here, she's doing great with it. Just keep the conversation engaging, but don't get frustrated if you're an Ellie talking to a Joel, because Joel can warm up. He just needs that time to be able to soften to it. And it takes just keeping the conversation going and knowing this is tough. He doesn't like opening up, but he can.
And what about you? Where are you going to go?
See, there we go. He's softening up.
Sally Ride.
Sally fucking Ride.
Just like that.
Best astronaut name ever. I tried with Sam.
Tried what?
I knew he was infected. I rubbed some of my blood into his bite. I know, it was stupid, but
Marlene, she's a lot of things, but she's no fool. If she says they can do it, they can do it.
He's putting that belief in her. Nightmare. Realized he was asleep.
still mumbling in your sleep.
Wow.
I woke up early. You were passed out, so I took second watch.
You gotta wake me up if that happens. Wake me up next time.
He gives her the nod, and she knows that's him saying, thank you. You did a great job. I really appreciate that. That's what I want parents to be able to know with their children. Like, you don't have to say your kids are amazing and awesome and all the time. That's not the reality. The reality is you helped me out when I needed it. You filled in where I left something blank. And so thank you for being there for me, because as grown-ups, we don't have to always be the ones that always have the answers and we're always perfect and we're always right. He needs to be able to say, thank you. I shouldn't have fallen asleep. I'm human. It happens. He can't take both watches all the time. He's got to get sleep at some point, and he's got to be able to trust her to be able to take watch. And she listed every single thing that he wanted her to do and did it, which was phenomenal. And she knows she did good, but it sure helps to hear it every now and then. It's just, oh no.
The river of death. Still no people. I'm learning how to whistle.
You don't know how to whistle?
Does it sound like I know how to whistle?
No.
Damn.
Oh, look at that.
You're no Will Livingston.
Yeah, but who is?
Oh boy.
5 steps back.
How about we just talk this through?
How about you shut the fuck up?
Okay, easy.
Last chance for a bullet. If you're infected, he will smell it and he will rip you up.
It's scaring me to death right now. First of all, how do they have a dog that can tell what the infected are? That's amazing. Second of all, she's got that. But is she going to be noticed as one of the infected? I mean, this would end the whole show right here, right? If she went down, Joel would probably go down with her. And she's got to be thinking, this dog's going to rip me to shreds. But she can't tell him the story of, hey, by the way, I've been bitten, but I'm actually immune and I'm part of the antivirus.
Like I said, we'll just move on.
Now her.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Just looking for my brother. It's all, nothing more.
What's your name?
Joel.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this camp. This is amazing. The ultimate quarantine zone. Like, for real. Look at that, snowman.
Tommy!
Oh my goodness, there's his brother.
Came here to save you.
Came here to save you, but it looks like you're doing just fine and don't need saving, and probably I'm the one that needs saving. How endearing this is to me to see him find his brother, who, number one, he wasn't sure he'd ever find. Number two, he thought maybe he was dead. And number three, you know, was walking into who knows what at this point. And Ellie's over there like, man, now he has his person. I don't have my person. Maybe he doesn't need me anymore. All this stuff could be going through her head because abandonment's one of her big things. Look, when you have attachment issues and you lose people early in life, you're an orphan and you're in a quarantine zone. When you have attachment issues, it's always going to trigger when somebody close to you gets close with somebody else. It's going to make you feel like maybe I'm not needed anymore. Maybe they have other people that are more important. It's not true, but it can make her feel that way. Oh, she's loving the food. He is too. They haven't eaten regular in
There's more if you need it.
Oh,
months.
Thank you, ma'am.
What?
What's wrong with you?
What about her manners?
She was just curious. Kids around here don't usually look or talk like you.
Right.
Exactly. See, this is the contradiction here. And of course, she's going to hear that. Ellie's going to hear that as, you know, being degraded. Like, you're putting me down. Like, I'm less than who y'all are. Y'all are just all so perfect and up here and you've got everything you've ever wanted. But she's from the streets, man. She's learned how to survive. In other words, it's kill or be killed, or, you know, I have to have a way to have power over other people or I'll get taken advantage of. So for her, somebody staring at her is not, hey, I'm curious or interested in you. It's, no, something's weird about you and you're different. And so, you know, for Ellie, it's got to be brutal for her to, you know, have to come in here as an outsider. But I think I'm hopeful in time. I don't know. Sometimes with attachment issues this big, it's very hard for her to assimilate, to fit in and try to find her way because, you know, she doesn't talk the same. She doesn't act the same. And so people can't just naturally expect her to act perfectly. She comes from such a terror-driven life. Joel can adjust as an adult and having lived in regular life before, but she's never had this kind of society.
A bad reputation doesn't mean you're bad.
Not always, at least.
Boy, she looks sus there.
Well,
He can tell kind of like Tommy's together with this lady. I guess they're in a relationship and he can tell like, wow, she doesn't really leave. I just want some time with my brother here to be able to talk about things. And he seems like he maybe doesn't have the full power in this relationship. And she dictates some things.
Maria is family, actually.
Oh shit. Congrats. Joel, say congrats.
Congrats.
Oh my gosh. Joel's having a minute to take it in. Like, you're married, and he already, I think Joel doesn't trust this woman. Just the way she's staring and the way that she's questioning or commenting on things, just kind of not the way that he gives him good vibes.
You said infected?
Yeah, but usually smaller colonies. Wandered off from the city. All this open country out here, it's a turkey shoot.
How do you keep this place quiet?
Carefully. Being in the middle of nowhere helps, not advertising what we have, saying off the radio. I'm on the council, democratically elected, serving 300 people, including children. Everyone pitches in. We rotate patrols, food prep, repairs, hunting, harvesting.
All shared.
Wow.
Collective ownership.
So, communism.
Joel. Joel, the red-blooded American there, who's like, so communism. Well, here's the difference to me between that and communism, which is, basically nobody's above anybody else. Everybody's the same, and we all share everything everybody has. So, I couldn't start a business and make a bunch of money from that business, which provides a product or a service, and then have more than other people. No, that would go back into everybody else. Difference being in this society, to me, this is a lot smaller community, and we all need to kind of be here for each other. There's no real way in this society to have like free enterprise, if you know what I mean. It's more like a huge family, of 300 people. It's more like a family that has all their cousins and everybody on the same property that kind of help keep everything going. This to me is different than communism, but I can see how Joel would say that. But what else are you going to do? Because there's no real way to branch out. And like, I'm going to have a new bakery in town that's going to sell stuff, and I'm going to have more money for.
I didn't like that.
It is that, literally. This is a commune. We're communists.
But Tommy's like, that just doesn't go over well with my brother. And I don't want to admit that because he's, he was in the military, and he knows kind of America and what it's been.
Could do worse.
Oh, trust me, we have been.
Yeah.
We've been doing fine.
See? Joel doesn't want to admit how hard it's
Well,
been.
I'll take Ellie over there if you two want to catch up.
Joel.
You'll be fine.
She doesn't want to separate.
Shall we?
Scared.
Yeah.
Thanks for still giving a shit about me.
Wow.
So how's Tess?
Oh, no.
She's fine. All right.
Good then. And the kid?
She's the daughter of some firefly muckety-muck.
Let me see your heart.
Nope.
There's a
admit it.
payment.
It's amazing how these brothers are still brothers, after being apart for so long. Joel can't admit, number one, it's been tough, it's been hard, and all I've wanted to do is find you. All I've wanted to do is find my brother. No, he says, well, she's a daughter of some bigwig, and I'm trying to get her here. He doesn't tell the real story of what's going on with Ellie. And also, we happen to be going this way, so I thought I'd stop by and try to find you. He reads right through that, but Joel, just tell him, I've missed you. You were the only reason I had purpose to move forward. And Tess is gone. And it's devastating. He can't admit his life has been totally destroyed because his brother here is doing great. So he's got to just keep that, big brother mentality. And Tommy's not going to pull it out of him, but he can read between the lines. And he's not really telling him how he felt about missing Joel at all.
They got a base down at the University of Eastern Colorado. It is severely fucked up between here and there. Infected, raiders. It's not exactly an easy trip.
I made it across the country. The two of us can make it from here to Colorado.
He reads between the lines here. Joel's like, I see. You've got your life here. You've got your woman. You've got everything you need. You've pretty much said goodbye to me, like just written me off, like you haven't tried to find me. And he's reading all this really quickly because Joel's good at that. And then it's like, you're not coming. You're staying here to live your life. So this whole life means more than you being with me and trying to help me get this girl to where she needs to be at a different place. See that look on his face? So Joel has to be able to decide, is he going to stay? Is he going to just like stick it out here and like it's comfortable? Let's just stay here, Ellie. Is he going to say, hey, brother, nice to see you. guess you don't want to go, so I'm taking off and I'm going to go fulfill my mission because he's mission oriented. I'm going to go do this thing that I've signed up to do. And plus, it will be helpful for the world to be able to have an antivenom for this virus. And Ellie is the key to that, because I think that's really, to me, the crux of this. Ellie can help stop everything that's happening. So if people do get infected in the future, they could have a serum that would, a vaccine, so to speak, that would help them not die. Like, she's really the key. So just trying to get her to that point.
They're very protective of this place. And for good fucking reason. I mean, folks find out we're up here.
No, I heard. Wrong people might show up. So is that what I am?
Like him.
Am I the wrong people? If you knew the shit that I've been through, Tommy, trying to find you
no
these last
kidding.
few months.
I'm gonna be a father. Maria's a few months along now. I just gotta be more careful. But I don't know. I feel like I'd be a good dad.
Guess we'll find out.
Gosh.
Just because life stopped for you
Yeah.
doesn't mean it has to stop for me.
That's true.
Go grab some supplies and be out of your hair in the morning.
Love that statement. Just because life stops for you doesn't mean it has to stop for me. And I don't want it to stop for Joel. And he's never dealt with the death of his daughter, never dealt with the death of Tess. He's never dealt with any of the loss that's gone on. I mean, he's dealing with it over time, right? He's living with it, but not really processing it and making sense of it, because loss continues to face him. And here's another loss. My brother's abandoning me. My brother is deciding not to stay loyal to me. And so here's another loss. And he just keeps seeing it over and over again, which is why I stay tough, why I stay strong, why I just don't let anybody in. Oh, here's the anxiety again. Can't get help. Can't ask for help. Oh, looks like his daughter. Oh, did you see the hope in his eyes for a second of how he imagined that could possibly be her? Look at the hope in his eyes. It's like he went backwards in time, and like new clothes, new socks.
Hello?
Must be nice to be at a place where you don't have to worry about, you know, anything jumping up and scaring
Maria.
you. I feel like Sarah was his daughter, was Joel's daughter. And it looks like 89 to 03, 927, yeah, which was 14 years old.
Let me get my scissors.
Oh, whoa, no.
Trim. That's all. Just the ends. I promise.
Well, she's really bushy.
I'm sorry about your kids.
It's okay. And kid, just Kevin. Sarah was Joel's daughter.
Oh, she never knew that.
I guess that explains him a little.
Look, I'm not going to ask you what you're doing with him.
Good.
But there are clearly things you don't know about Joel.
Oh, like how he used to kill people? I know about that.
Tommy
Fair
was
point.
following Joel. The way you are now.
Well, maybe I'm smarter than Tommy. No offense.
Be careful who you put your faith in. The only people who can betray us are the ones we trust.
Where are we going?
The movies.
She probably don't even know what the movies are. Trying to fix his boot.
Figured I'd save you the trouble.
Got him a new pair.
This ride to the university, is it a suicide mission?
No. It's dangerous, but it's nothing you can't handle. Just prepare and do what you do.
She's immune. She got infected, but she didn't get sick. Tommy. Tommy. I saw her get bit myself.
From the beginning.
Huh. Tell me the whole story.
It was Marlene. You know, she saved my life there from another kid. 5 years ago, I would have destroyed him. But she had to shoot him to save me. 14 years old. And today I thought that dog was going to tear her apart because it smelled something on her. And all I did was stand there. I couldn't move. I couldn't think of anything to say. I was so afraid.
Yeah.
Lately, there are these moments where the fear comes up out of nowhere and my heart feels like it stopped. I'm failing in my sleep. It's all I do. It's all I've ever done. It's failure.
Loss and failure.
Again and again.
Reliving
You want
that.
me to take her? I'm just gonna get her killed. I know it. I know it. You're younger than me. You're still strong. You said it yourself. You'll come back. You have to take her. It's the last thing I'll ever ask of you.
Doesn't want to go on with her because he's afraid he's weakening and he's getting more scared and he's losing his edge. And if I take her or go out with her, she is going to die. And I can't live with one more loss. I can't do it. So I think Joel just wants to take off, be on his own, and not be a problem to anybody. That's part of that whole attachment abandonment thing. I'd be better off on my own, just away from people, because all I do is bring death to people around me. Tommy, you've got to take her to this place. You've got to take her to get to these people so that we can get the cure. Maybe that's what he's saying.
I'll take her out at dawn.
So he is going to do it. How's he going to tell Maria?
We got you on 38. It's left, left, right.
Hello? Mr. Garfield? It's Lucy and me.
She could see something.
We,
Ellie.
Is this really all they had to worry about? Boys, movies, deciding which shirt goes with which skirt. It's bizarre. If you're gonna ditch me, ditch me.
Oh, she felt it.
What exactly did you hear?
I have to leave her, you have to take her.
Oh, she went and she found where Joel was and she heard the whole conversation. All the abandonment that it would trigger in her. I mean, as if she hadn't been through enough that if you're going to leave, just leave. Don't sit here and act like you're going to give some sob story and make everything all good. Just leave, because I'm used to people leaving. But don't sit here and try to absolve yourself from it. Makes me so frustrated because all she needs is to be taken care of and protected. He needs to be there for her, and now he's bailing on her.
He knows the area better than I do.
Do you give a shit about me or not?
Of course I do.
Then what are you so afraid of? I'm not her, you know. Maria told me about Sarah, and
No.
everybody I have cared for has either died or left me. Everybody fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I'd be safe with somebody else, because the truth is, I would just be more scared.
You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad. Now come dawn, we're going our separate ways.
Makes me so sad because she just poured her heart out and said, everybody has left me or died except for you. And he's like, don't say another word about his daughter. You know what? She's trying her best. She is all alone in life. And to me, Joel at this point is throwing the biggest pity party he could ever throw in life. That it's all about him. That he's the one that's been so screwed and so hurt and so left, and such tragic things have happened. You know what? Other things have happened in life to people too. And the fact that he would, I love Joel, but now I am not liking him at all. That he would say, you're right, you're not my daughter, and I am sure not your dad, and we are breaking at dawn, it breaks my heart because of how many Ellies I've worked with in my career who have been in foster care, who have been abandoned, who have been abused, who've been left, who've had to deal with loss and parents that have died, who've had to... And he comes in and he makes it all about himself. To me at this point, he makes it all about himself. And the fact that he can live with that shocks me. But he's had so much grief and loss and can't get over his daughter's loss that he transfers all that into anger towards everybody else. That all they do is expect him to do this and expect him to be this. All Ellie needs is somebody that's there with her and for her. And now she's a teenager, same age as his daughter, who died. And he's going to reject her. I can't stand him right now. Hopeful it was Joel. She was hoping it was him. What's he doing there?
You came here to say goodbye or something?
No. I came here to steal one of these horses and go. You deserve a choice. I still think you'd be better off with Tommy.
Let's go.
Okay.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That didn't take long.
General direction?
Head southeast till you hit I-25. It's right off the interstate. Should be hard to miss.
Can I borrow that?
Yeah.
Because Maria took mine, you know.
I already said yes, Joel.
All that time looking for his brother, never saying goodbye. Ellie's got Joel back.
Wide right. You're flinching.
You're gonna shoot this thing or get it pregnant. It isn't gonna work. It doesn't aim right. Dick.
We were called contractors.
Now they're talking. They're finally talking.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, he's got her cheek on his back. The highway.
How about that? Made it in 5 days.
Easy days. I don't know what Tommy was so afraid of.
Still time to find out.
Oh boy, makes me nervous with bridges.
Home with the big horns. What does that mean?
Team mascot.
So these places, people would live here and like, what, go to classes and stuff?
Yup. I don't want a sheep ranch, actually. I mean, if the deal is I can do anything.
That's the deal.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a singer.
Shut up.
Why is that funny?
You're singing for me later. I'm gonna save the fucking world, man. That's the least you can do for me.
I love that with Ellie. So you want to be a singer? You? What? She's like, I'm going to save the effing world. It's the least you could do for me is sing. Like, I'm here to save the world. I wonder what that feels like for her that, you know, this blood I have is what they need to be able to help all these people not be infected. That's got to be a little bit awe-inspiring.
Guard stations.
No guards. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Gun?
Boy, stress, time.
There's a packing list. Something you make before moving.
They just left.
I don't know how do I go up there. It's probably infected people.
That's where they went?
All the pins lead there. Maybe getting ahead of the weather. Better facilities? I don't know.
Oh, great.
Out the back.
Get on the horse. Oh, no. Oh, no, Joel. He's dying. Can't make it.
Joel? Joel, no, no, no! Shit!
Oh.
Joel, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Joel, you gotta get up.
Oh, no.
We can't fucking do this without you. Joel, please.
I can't, y'all. How do you stop an episode right there? Joel's dying and probably going to die at this point, and Ellie's on her own, down to one by herself. There's nobody to help. There's no remedy for him at this point. There's nothing you can do to stop the bleeding. There's no way to suture up the wounds. This is the worst possible scenario. Never expected this at all. I don't even know what to say at this point. It whittles down to nothing. And all that's left is Ellie and her trying to survive on a horse. There's just so many issues with this show that trigger so many things for abandonment and attachment. I don't even know what to say. Don't forget, if you want the full unedited episodes of anything we watch, go to our Patreon page, the VIP tier. That is where everybody goes. Chat rooms for each series we do. Avatar, Arcane, The Last of Us. Everything we're doing is over there. Please, great way to support a channel, great way to see extra content. And I don't know what to say about this. All I have to say is I've got to now wait for the next episode because Joel's dying and she has no way to help him. I don't see any way out of this scenario whatsoever because there's no Joel, there's no other person to be able to help him, and the other guys are still chasing after him. Oh, mental health matters, y'all. Please don't forget it. Please take care of yourself and the people that you love, and remember, we'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.